You walk around the street, nobody's reading the trade magazines and think, oh, what do we, what productions are going next? It's like, well, there's going to be roasting chilies here, and it's like that allowed me to just kind of calm down and get in the environment. And because we're using New Mexico as New Mexico, it allowed us to really get into the culture, the Native American, Hispanic American. It's been a great experience.
Well, we're glad you enjoyed your time. Enjoyed having a show here.
Yeah, so are we. Now it's coming to an end.
Yeah, I heard you talking on the radio the other day. I guess you guys were actually sitting down going over the final script.
Yeah.
How was that?
Aaron Paul and I read the last episode together. We had it cold. We didn't know it was coming, and it's surprising that I'm continually surprised. Vince Gilligan and his writing staff are so unbelievable in making something justifiable and yet surprising. So it's not like you never go, oh come on, that couldn't happen. It's just a wonder that they're able to do that.
And was it different, like, with these scripts than any other show that you worked on? Because I know it was kind of like you didn't really even know what was going to happen next, right?
Yeah, it was my policy on this kind of show on a serialized show, where it's an ongoing story, unfolding almost like a novel, chapter by chapter. I didn't find it helpful for me as an actor to know too far in advance, because the twists and turns that I'm experiencing shooting, let's say episode 2, but I read 3 and 4, it could get confused. Oh wait a minute, I'm not supposed to know those certain things yet. So I just would read it, almost experiencing at the moment the audience does.
Yeah.
One episode at a time.
Yeah, and how does it feel to finally be at the end?
It's bittersweet.
Sunk in, yeah.
Bittersweet, because it's been such a great experience. We've embraced Albuquerque, and Albuquerque has been a great host to us, and hopefully we've been good guests, and there was a mutual benefit to it. So it's leaving the city, leaving the story, leaving a family that we've created over 6 years, and it's difficult. And yet, on the other flip side of that, I've been an actor for 34 years, and I'm kind of used to it. You gain an intimacy with a group of people, and then you have to voluntarily let go of your grip and say goodbye.
So before you filmed Breaking Bad, had you actually been to Albuquerque before?
I have.
You had? What
Yeah.
for? What was it for, though?
Tourist.
A tourist? Okay.
I was a tourist.
And so what attracted you the most when you first came?
I just like the wide open spaces. I like the history of culture. There's a great juxtaposition between the refinement of fine dining in many places, particular Santa Fe, and yet the rough-hewn nature and the look and the huge skies. People who come here,
You actually see the skies.
see the skies.
Cool,
When you don't have a lot of extremely tall buildings or a forest, where your sky limitation is that at any given time. We have this incredible massive amounts of sky to look at.
Yeah, we have the green chili smells floating through the air, right?
I know.
And hot air
Smog,
balloons.
yeah, hot air balloons.
But hopefully, New Mexico will, if we're hoping that as a benefit to all my friends who are crew members here in New Mexico, 90% of our crew are New Mexican citizens. And that's a lot, and that's training these people coming up with some with no experience whatsoever, or now have learned a craft that they can take with them for the rest of their life. And it's not flipping burgers. This is a specific skill that they have learned and acquired, and are now able to take that and create a deep crew base here in New Mexico, so that when productions consider coming to New Mexico, they realize, no, the crews are good and it goes deep. That it's not just one movie come in and take all the good people and there's nothing left.
Yeah.
No, it goes deep.
So do you feel like that's part of the Breaking Bad legacy that's going to be left behind? And what else do you feel is like the legacy that the show will be with us?
Well, I'm personally disappointed that the governor didn't sign the Breaking Bad bill.
Well, we got another one in there.
Yeah. So we'll see. I mean, it's but I don't vilify her.
Right.
You know, I think she is genuinely trying to do what she feels is the best for her state, and people have differences of opinion.
What advice do you have for people going forward as film advocates on how to help that climate get better?
I'm going to just stop you for a second because we heard that was signed
Yeah.
this morning.
Well, it's revamped.
Steve
It's revamped.
saw that they tacked it on to something else, kind of like they do in Congress with the little pork bill
Yeah.
for the local Congress.
Okay,
That's the
we
latest
just
we
found
heard.
that out.
He
Okay.
announced that to Channel 7
It
a
was
few minutes
altered,
ago.
like House Bill 641, which is a
Shouldn't have slept so late.
existing bill.
Yeah,
It went ahead and put the incentives that we were looking for in the Breaking Bad bill.
So I just wanted you.
Good.
I know you've been on a sound stage.
I wrapped at 4:30 in the morning. This morning, 4:30 is when I left
So
here.
I just wanted to make
So,
sure.
that's good.
So it's hopefully getting better.
Right.
And you're such a big draw of the show to the state. You're bringing a lot of tourists here. So thank you for that. And I hope it continues. And will you be back for conventions or Breaking Bad Day?
Is there Breaking Bad Day?
There's gonna
There
be.
should be. There probably will be.
Right.
We are.
Will you come back?
You know, I
and visit?
still own a home here, so yeah, I'll be back. I'm not planning on selling it, there's so much. There's a lot of reason to come here, and primarily the crew. That's a good. Other states have had high incentives, but they don't have the crew base that New Mexico has. So what happens is they go to Detroit or something, and they still have to get crew from Chicago or New York, and then it offsets their savings. So, but here they have it, and that's why we're at the brink of being able to get a real foothold and have an industry like the film and television industry really take hold in New Mexico. And then it blossoms. Then you have a viable industry, not just tourism, but a film industry. You actually go to New Mexico to shoot a film. That's when you've arrived.
And you're open to grand marshalling the parade.
Grand marshalling a
Yeah.
parade. Can I've got the wave down.
Excellent. Thank you.
Did you guys know they raised $28,000 for the
No, we did not.
YDI? Yeah. So we did the event
$28,000.
today.
What's my cut of that? Is that
Finder's fee on that?
Undying adoration.
And we'll have some of the kids here today too.
Good. Good.
I have a lighter question for you. When you're taking your hair off, do you play around?
When I'm taking my hair off, do I play around?
Mohawk or anything?
Oh, like come up with some funky
yeah.
styles. Yeah.
Do you see I don't know if you're on my Twitter page or you follow me on Twitter. I used to always, when I would come back to start a season, I'd have hair, and then I would always allow my daughter to shape my hair whichever way she wants for the weekend before I start, and I'm forced to walk around.
Perfect.
A guy in his 50s walking around with a haircut, that really gets attention. And so yeah, one year I had a big full mohawk, that was kind of scary look. It's on my Twitter. That's the one I use, and all you have to do to look scary is to have a mohawk and then open your eyes. Right? Once you open your eyes, it's like that's a scary
lie,
dude. Yeah. And also facial hair. It's an intimidating look for me.
So are you gonna keep rocking the shaved head?
No,
No.
I'm gonna let that go with Walter White, because that was his look, and it's time to change it. I need to wash that away and try other things.
You think it's going to take you a while to get that person out of your system?
Yeah, it will. It's he's been embedded within me for 6 years, and in a welcome sense, I wanted him to live in there, you know. And I think my perspective on it is that every human being is fully capable of the wide spectrum of emotions, and even the meekest person among us is a dangerous person given the right set of circumstances. And what happened to Walter White was just that. Certain specific buttons were pushed at a very delicate, fragile time in his life. He made decisions that he could not take back. And he was on the road, he was on a spiral to hell.